lovelies, it's Lex and I have another speed build for you. So this is one of those challenges that I like to do, and my friend Surf She Creation was holding another challenge for an outdoor patio kind of area. So that's why the space was already provided here. You could do any size walls that you wanted. You could add walls, remove walls, add in fences, remove fences, all that kind of good stuff. The only things that you needed to do was to use all of the items that she had already in the room, which are those ones that I moved out to the yard there. And this corner wall that I'm working on, she wanted those walls to stay, but you could change the height to any other height that you'd like. So I changed the height up to the tallest wall height here because I knew that I wanted to do some kind of lofty type thing with this. She usually provides pretty large spaces for these challenges because she likes to build on a much larger scale than I do. So doing builds for her challenges are a lot more of a challenge for me just because the space is so large. So it was a lot of room to work with, but I knew that I wanted to have a loft here. I ended up doing kind of like an outdoor party patio kind of thing with a mostly blue and white theme. There's a little bit, there's black in there as well, but it's mostly blue and white. But this is going to be our little lofted area. So the thing that I like to do if I'm going to do one of these is to add in one of the actual staircases and then go in with whatever shelving I want to create our fake stairs here. So these stairs will not actually function, but they look pretty functional, I guess, except they're missing a railing, so they're not very safe. I wouldn't recommend using them in real life. But yeah, they are there. They are just kind of there to look nice. But the furniture that I end up putting up in the loft is functional. I end up putting 2 tables with 2 chairs up there. So if you had a bunch of Sims over, like if you had your Sims have a party or you added this into a park or whatever, they should totally work for you. I know I had it in the little video beforehand showing that they did work totally fine for me. But because of like the routing stuff that goes on whenever you're going to be doing one of these loft rooms, at least in my experience, it's easier to not have a ton of furniture up in that loft or a lot of furniture underneath it, just so you can make sure that everything works. Because basically anywhere that you have stuff up in the loft, you cannot have anything directly underneath it, or the Sims can't like teleport up into the lofted area. So that's the only reason why I only have really 2, and it ends up being 2 tables, a plant, and like that canopy thing that came with the toddler stuff pack. But there is not a ton of stuff up there. Underneath the loft, I end up doing a little bit of a living room kind of thing, but right now I'm working on a bar area. I was gonna have the bar just like shoved up against the window so that there was a little bit more space, but then I realized that this room was bigger than I thought it was, so I moved the bar out, and then I end up putting in a grill as well. This kind of turned into a little bit of an outdoor kitchen since I have the fridge there. There is no stove. Like I said, there's the grill, there's the fridge, there's the sink, and then I end up putting in a dishwasher as well. The little white plant that I have on the corner there, I end up moving. That was one of the items that needed to be in the area here. So this is basically it for our underneath the loft seating. It's just going to be these 2 couches, that little side table with a lamp. I put in the rug. I end up putting in 2 more lamps later on and a TV as well, but there is not a whole lot of stuff in that lower portion. I probably could have put in a coffee table and a couple other things, but I just wanted to make sure that the routing was going to be fine for the tables that I have in the upper portion of the lot, because like I said, it can get really finicky. It can be a giant pain if you're not super, I don't want to say good at, but if you're not familiar with making lofts, they definitely take some time to be able to figure out where you can and cannot place things so that they're still going to work for you. I put the little champagne thing in here. Those string lights that I have above the sink, those were one of the items that needed to be used in here. And then we have our little grill thingy. I ended up moving that over to where the grill actually is, and then I added in that little bit of wall detailing along the upper portion there so that it would match our side that the loft is on. I don't know why, but you can't do like half flooring with the fences in this one like you could in Sims 3. Like in this one, it seems like you have to put up a full wall to be able to do the like diagonal portions of wall, I don't know, or of flooring. I don't know, it's goofy. But since I did put in that wall and then delete it, it deleted my stuff that I had upstairs, and that's gonna happen a couple other times while I'm doing this. I don't know if this is a throwback to something that they had fixed this issue in a patch. where you were able to delete walls if you had been using the move objects cheat, and it would not delete your stuff, but that happened while I was doing this, like I said, more than one time. So I don't know if that's something that they went back on in one of the later patches, that they decided that, like, no, if you're going to use the move object sheet, your stuff's going to get deleted. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It was just those 2 tables, so it wasn't a big deal. But I have had that happen before, where I had a lot of stuff that was placed with the move object sheet and it just like disappeared totally because I wanted to change something. Then it's gonna happen again right now, how I just did that. The tables were staying, but the chairs were getting deleted. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I fixed it, but I wanted to put a pond in here. So I ended up moving that tree and replacing that with a little pond area. There's a fountain in there as well, and then some little plants, but there isn't I don't even say that there isn't a ton of stuff to do in here. This is a nice big space, and there is a lot of room for your Sims to have a little party or to do whatever, but furniture wise, there really isn't a ton of stuff in here. But I thought that this was really cute, and I think that if you built like a community swimming pool or a spa kind of thing, I think this would be a really nice addition to a spa kind of thing or a pool community lot, because it's just a nice cute little hangout area. I thought that I would put the fountain in here just because this definitely would be like a man-made kind of pond. This would not be a naturally occurring pond just randomly in the corner of somebody's, like, you know, porch or whatever. So I thought that the fountain would make sense over there. I was kind of playing around with the string lights here, and I know that we got those new ones from the toddler pack that I did end up using the 2 sets there. So we have like the double string light above the entry into the area, but I don't know, I think I like the ones from City Living better. At least I think they're from City Living. They might be from the movie pack, I can't remember, but I think I like the ones from whatever the other pack is a little bit better, just because there's a lot more options with them. The ones from the toddler stuff pack are cute, but I don't know, I think I just like I think I prefer the other ones, at least for now. But hopefully you guys enjoy this speed build. It's definitely one of my longer ones, so hey, if you made it to the end, good on ya. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. If you took place in this challenge, I hope that I hope if you took part in this challenge, I hope that you did well, or at least enjoyed doing it. But again, there are no prizes for these. We just do them for bragging rights and to have fun. But thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see everybody in the next video.